Gentlemen of the press, it is a pleasure to address you this afternoon, especially regarding our preparations for the inauguration of the Bayelsa State Chapter of the new associates. This grassroots political movement is committed to rallying support for Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR's renewed Hope administration. We strongly believe that President Tinubu's success is intertwined with Nigeria's success, and as citizens, we must support our leadership in achieving his vision. As a peaceful organization, we are dedicated to promoting peace, security, and the well-being of all Nigerians. Every single life, whether a German or any other Nigerian, is precious and of utmost importance to us. In light of recent developments, you may recall that several pro-Diri and pro-Tambowa groups have issued public notices expressing their intentions to hold solidarity rallies in support of their respective principals in Inauguration, opting to do so on the same date and at the same venue we have chosen for our program. We are inclined to allow them the right and space to hold their events as scheduled, creating an atmosphere that will enable the entire country to witness their capacities and acceptability amongst the Ijaw people and of course the people of Bayelsa State. So we wish them a successful outing in their various mega rallies in support of their respective principals, Governor Ediri, and the Right Honorable His Excellency Aminu Waziri Tambowa, as they converge at various at the location that we are choosing earlier, in Tombia roundabout, for their various rallies, which they have scheduled for tomorrow, Saturday, the 12th of April 2025. As such, we will now hold our inauguration and mega rally on Saturday, the 26th of April 2025 in Yenagwa, Bayelsa State. This decision has been made in deference to notable leaders and fathers of a joint nation, and Bayelsa State in particular, who have, for various reasons, reached out to us to consider a shift in date so as to avoid a clash with the rest of the pro-Diri and pro-Tambowa groups. We would like to take this opportunity to thank our Grand Patron, His Excellency, the Honorable Minister of the FCT, Chief Dr. Yesu Ezewamwike, CON, and of course other patrons and veterans of the new associates, our leaders, our associates, and our teaming members across Bayelsa State in particular, for their unwavering support, encouragement, and solidarity during this time. We also extend our gratitude to the people of Bayelsa State and the Ijaw nation at large for their interest and enthusiasm to be part of this mass movement aimed at the liberation of our land and the empowerment of our people. We ask that we all keep the momentum going as we prepare even more effectively and efficiently for a successful outing on the new date we have just announced. Thank you, and God bless you all.
gentlemen of the press, then you have a word or two or any question to ask. It should not be more than 3. So that we can leave.
Like every other Nigerian, possibly like you, I saw court paper or something that resembles a court order flying around the social media. As I speak, I have not been served of any order of court. I am not aware of any order, and the shifting of this rally, as we have stated, has nothing to do with any court order. Maybe when we receive any service of any court order, I am a lawyer. I will always strengthen the rule of law. We'll know what to do at such time, but I doubt if the new associate is, I doubt if there's any suit that has a new associate as a defendant anywhere. I'm yet to see any of such court processes. But again, let me say that, you see, the judiciary is a very strong institution. And if you try to stifle it, it has a way of, defending itself. How a governor chooses to ridicule his state judiciary is not my business. They tried it in River State. How far now? So that is that with the court. I've done this much sacrifice today, and we have announced a new date. And tomorrow, you wake up to hear that the same people for which we have made this concession for today says they want to now hold the same rally on the date we are choosing and our venue. That's why we have given a long, it's a long date, You as a journalist, what will you report? What will be your immediate reaction? It shows that some people are clearly out to look for trouble. So at that point, we'll proceed with our rally, and whatever becomes the outcome, even you journalists know those to hold to account. So that is it.
Okay, sir. I'm Daniel Domoti. I correspond for Plus TV Africa, sir. Just about now, there is a sitting ongoing in the court, Bayelsa State High Court presently. What if this suspended who affirmed my suspension? Yes, so it is proper to make it clear that no court, so that people don't get the wrong information, no court can suspend a member of a party. No court can suspend, a member of a party. But courts can look at suspension of members if it is proper. That is, like for instance, some people claim that they suspended me, right? The Bayelsa State Working Committee said that they suspended me for 2 months, right? I did not go to court to challenge whether they have powers to suspend me. I was not served any court process for me to know if somebody was challenging his own powers to suspend me. I took the windows available in the party's constitution and appealed to the next higher level of the party, which is the zone. I did not even argue with the suspension, whether it is right or not. I just followed my right of appeal in the constitution, and all Nigerians know, because it was widely reported, that the South-South Zonal Working Committee of the party had set aside that suspension. So yes, the State Working Committee suspended, the zone set it aside. So there is no suspension. Now what the Bayelsa State High Court have done is to say that the suspension was proper. The suspension was in line with the constitution of the party, that the State Working Committee has powers to suspend a zonal officer or anybody, even a national chairman of the party. I have no quarrels with that. The court my suspension was not indefinite. It was for 2 months. So going by that even, it has elapsed. Assuming I didn't take any action at all, the 2 month period that the State Working Committee announced that they have suspended me, or which they communicated me a letter, as what? Elapsed. So I am not, that suspension have come to an end. Now, to add again that the zone, which has a power to look into the suspension, if it was proper or not, have also reached their conclusion and set aside that suspension. So the suspension never existed in the first instance. So what the Bayelsa State government have done is just to say that the State Working Committee, by the Constitutional Party, rightly suspended me. No problem. That suspension has been set aside. So no, it doesn't exist. I'm not even quarreling with their powers to suspend or not to suspend, but the suspension has been set aside. And while I will not bother myself to challenge that judgment, because I was never served, and not that I can challenge it, but I may not challenge it, because since those in authority are the ones that activated a court to say that a State Working Committee or a lower organ can suspend higher authorities in the party, it is now, we will rest on that order to be no one who hire people to suspend as we move on. So let it become the law. Let it become the law that Bayelsa State High Court said that a lower organ of the party can suspend higher organs, officers of the party. How does that affect me as Judge Turner? There's no bearing. And in any case, you are aware that was it on Monday, a federal high court in Abuja, presided over by Justice Ekpo, made an order recognizing me effectively as the legitimate and authentic secretary of the South-South Zone, and restrained the party from interfering with our activities and functions in office, and also restrained the Emmanuel Ogidi-led caretaker committee from parading and from functioning in the interim. So as of today, if you look at who is standing on the law, myself, as secretary of the PDP in the zone. So what the State High Court have done is only to the extent that a State Working Committee can suspend a zonal officer. It does not take away the power of the zone to vacate such suspension. So Bayelsa State Working Committee suspended, South-South Zonal Working Committee set aside. So that is the
okay. Thank you, sir.